Nagaland University campus Kohima laga charta bodies kan Wednesday day protest kurishe campus laga pro vice chancellor ge kunuba manubra rastade taige thamgi digina campus se ahibule bon kuri janimite Professor Metochi Rabragushi idu manukan School of Engineering campus te rasta bana obor daikan laga bill forward na kuranimite wa chani pai gushe
The Assistant Registrar of Nagaland University Kohima campus. Today's protest is a protest against the unwanted interference by some group of, let me say, miscreants who obstructed our Pro-Vice Chancellor from entering the campus to perform his legitimate duties.
Can you tell us when did the incident happen? What actually happened?
Yeah, the incident happened on the 16th morning of this month. That morning PVC was on his way to office, and as said earlier, a group of people, they stopped him in the tri-junction and prevented him to cross so-called their land. And if they cross their land without paying heed to them, he will face dire consequences. And therefore, not wanting to confront the Pro-Vice Chancellor, he quietly returned back home.
What was the issue? Why did they stop?
We could not hear from them, but it appears they told the Pro-Vice Chancellor that the Pro-Vice Chancellor did not forward their bills. That is why they are unhappy with him.
What type of contract works were they undertaking?
Actually, the issue is concerning the construction of a road leading to the School of Engineering campus, the new campus that is coming up. And see, we have certain protocols, procedures. We do have a construction monitoring committee of the campus, which monitors each and every construction works in the campus. They monitor the works, and finally they certify successful completion. And without that completion certificate, the Pro-Vice Chancellor cannot forward the bill. And for that matter, the headquarters cannot make payment without the certification of the CMC. And so here, the present issue, the Pro-Vice Chancellor cannot be fully blamed.
So what are the type of people that have gathered here for the protest today, and what are your demands?
This morning, the gathering consists of the 4 organizations, organized by the 4 organizations. NUTA, Nagaland University Teachers Association Kohima Campus, then the NUNSA, Nagaland University Non-Teaching Staff Association of Kohima Campus, Nagaland University Students Union Kohima Campus, and the Nagaland University Research Scholars Forum Kohima.
And what are your demands?
We are working on, we will be coming up with some resolutions, and that will come out a few minutes later. Well.
History Department laga HOD Professor M. Venubra authority laga negligence opor khushina pa gushe aro taiken 2010 bra campus chief kuria bichide manubukun ba hutai ahigina taiken ge dictar di thaka gushe sorgar bra bi edu mamla de seriousness na dikha gushe Dr. Rosemary Zavichu bra gushe taiken infrastructure laga bi dictar bishi samna kuria ase taiken vice chancellor ge Kohima de ahigina hunibule mon thaka koigina discriminate kuria opor kotha kurishe
We have written to the Vice Chancellor, and according to the rules and regulations in the university, registrar can write to the non-teaching staff, that's administration, but to address to the academic departments, student is a Vice Chancellor. It's not the registrar to tell us to go to a class or to take a class. This is a rules and regulations, procedural. But he never mentioned anything. He never talked to any association president or whatever. So yes, when we saw the letter which he has sent by the registrar, it doesn't have any seriousness on that. Number one is that they have filed the FIR to the police station, and they set up a committee. That is the fact-finding committee. Now, asking therefore resume to the activities of the campus. And that's also written to the Pro-Vice Chancellors. Who is a victim? It had to be written to the aggrieved party, who have written to the Vice Chancellor, addressed to the Nota, Nasun, Nusu. But instead, Pro-Vice Chancellor. And how can the Pro-Vice Chancellor tell us to resume? But when we are doing, because of his incident, we are agitating, isn't it? So that's violated. So we said, no, it's not right. It's a negligence of the authority, or they have neglected to the campus. That's one. Number two is that we have protested because these things are harassment is going on continuously by some unsurplus elements. 2010 we have sat down here, we shifted the campus here. 2010, now 2023. Till date we are facing all harassment. We are not saying that all the villagers, but there are some group of people always coming and disturbing the campus. The atmosphere, that's become very difficult for us to do that. So that's why that today's protest is one is against those culprit, which is the university. Another one is the negligence of the authority.
So, from that point of time till today, there has not been any sort of intervention from the authorities to look after these issues.
Then we also have written to the government of Nagaland, district administration, but they also not taken any seriousness. Because it's under the jurisdiction of the Nagaland University, then the government. They have given land to us, so they have to see the welfare of the university. But they have not taken even seriousness of here in the campus. Of course, we have discussed with the village authority. They are very okay. The village authority is okay. They understand. We come to the understanding, but time to time, there are some elements who always come and disturb. And that's why we have even written to the authority, the village authority, to the government, to see that no disturbance is taking place. But till that, they have not taken any action. Land encouragement, no encouragement, but they demand that they are land owner. Whereas the compensation pay, they are not the owner, no more owner. They have already taken the money. That is the question. And then we for so many times, we don't want to disturb the authority, all those university authority. We try to solve within us, within here. But this time it become too much. When the head of the institution, the campus is stopped, that's become too much.
See, this is one of the oldest campuses of the university. Earlier, erstwhile Nagaland University, our headquarters was in Kohima. And since shifting here, we have been facing a lot of infrastructure difficulties, lack of classrooms, lack of equipments in the classrooms, and with the kind of students that are coming, burgeoning into the classroom, we are still facing a lot of difficulties. Till date, we do not have an auditorium. We have more than 1,000 students, and for every function, we're going to the Jotsama, the Jotsama Hall, and it does cost money. The demand for the auditorium has been ongoing for a long time. We still haven't got. Furniture for students is a must. A central university, until now, we are still facing shortage of students, and we are admitting students and still not having enough seats, for students to sit on. And I think this and many others, hostel facilities, canteens not available on campus, a lot of other issues, and we feel that it is important for university authority to take it seriously. This campus has more than 12 departments. We have been producing thousands of students, and with the rate of development that's going on, and funds have also been earlier earmarked for building certain departments. Till now, those have not started also. Okay, so there are a lot of grievances that we have. And this is why when this incident happened, we definitely expected the Vice Chancellor to actually be here in Kohima to listen. I was the former president of the CEC NUTA, and I still am a CEC NUTA executive. Last night, we have gathered a lot of information from our own teachers, and we have also received information that there have been a lot of lack of respect by the university authorities, particularly on Naga teachers. We have heard of derogatory words being used, even against the women, and these are the kind of behavior that is totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable to a teaching community, that too in a central university which is open to all citizens of India. We have not discriminated any outsider who has come here to the university for education. And definitely we do not expect that kind of discriminatory behavior when they are here in our own land. And the danger of this kind of racist attitude is when it is encouraged and when it is not stopped. It'll fester also within the fraternity itself. And these are very unhealthy signals that we have been witnessing. And that is why today I have very strongly stressed this on behalf of all the teaching community, that there must be respect given to the teaching community, because even the Naga teachers who are here have given their best. They're equally qualified. They have come in competition with the rest of the country academicians, and therefore with such a scenario it will be very unhealthy if the university authority does not respect the locals.
So, ma'am, how do you think this issue can be resolved?
One, we are giving a deadline of 48 hours to the fact-finding committee. The fact-finding committee should have been here long ago. It took the threat on a pro-vice-chancellor for the fact-finding committee to be sent suddenly from Lumami. So definitely we expect a 48-hour deadline. I'm sure we cannot blame the whole village for what has happened. There are many rational leaders, many respected leaders from the village. I'm sure they're also trying in their own way to settle the matter. We have lived peacefully, and we must continue to live as good neighbors. The land, as I said, was given to the university by the state government. And therefore this continuous thing of landowner issues actually should be settled by the state government that has gifted the land to the university and not by the university. We hope, we will continue to live as good neighbors. To a large extent, even Merima village has benefited a lot from us in terms of unskilled labor, in terms of small employments, in terms of admissions to their children. We have always made it a point of giving due respect to the fact that we live here as neighbors, and I hope that kind of cordiality will be maintained. We know that a police case has been filed, but we are very well aware of what happens mostly to police investigations. But no matter what, I think we are looking towards more action from the university authority. Filing an FRA is not the end. There are so many issues here. We expected definitely the VC to be standing here today with us and assuring the university fraternity, which was not done.